Small Town Needleworks. I'm Jade.
I'm Kim.
And this is Floss Tube number 84.
And we are so happy to be back.
Yes.
So happy.
We even matched our shirts today.
We did. Actually, she matched me. I was like, oh, we wore the same shirt. She said, I did it on purpose. I said, how did you know what I was wearing?
She FaceTimed me earlier. So,
anywho, if you're new or you're just joining us for the first time, we have been out for 3 weeks.
Yeah, technically
it's been a month,
yeah.
But we've missed 3 videos, 3 weeks worth of videos.
Yes.
It feels like it's been forever. I just was able to stitch the last couple, 2-3 days, and it felt so good to be able to sit and stitch.
Me too, and I'm still so like worn out, mentally drained, because I've got other drama things going on the other side of my family that just I haven't stitched near as much as I would have liked to, but like she said, only the past week, really, I mean past couple days have we been able to sit down and stitch.
For those of you that don't know, oh sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, but on that note,
for those of you that don't know, my mother-in-law suddenly passed away. She passed away in her sleep peacefully, but it was a shock. I couldn't get a hold of her, and so I threw my clothes on and went over there. I couldn't get in because I didn't have a key.
I was on the phone with her the whole way, like while she was on her way, and like arrived there and stuff.
I called the police, and since she lived in a rental, they couldn't force entry until the landlord said it was okay. The landlord came. Couldn't find the key to the house, so he tried every key he had. Nothing worked. He left, went, got more keys. It seemed like it was forever before someone finally got into the house. So they ended up having to break the back door window.
From beginning to end, though, it was probably 30 minutes.
It seemed like 2 hours to me.
But it really did. I mean, even I wasn't there, but from her
because
arriving,
I was the only family member that was there, and my pastor came, and my husband was on his way home from work as fast as he could. I
got there, like Mom had just like pulled in her driveway. I was already hopping in the shower, and I only live about 20 minutes away. And I got ready as fast as I could and got down there. So it's probably like a 30-minute ordeal. I got there just a few minutes after they had told her. And then my dad got there maybe 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes after that, because he had to come all the way from Chattanooga, which is like an hour away. So, yeah. I mean, where he works at is like an hour away. But
anyway, she went peacefully. That's the way she always would have wanted it. We had a wonderful service honoring her, and we are still running into people in our town everywhere we go that says she touched them in some sort of way or loved on their kids or grandkids, gave them candy, you know, yada, yada, yada. But we, after all that was over, we had the task of cleaning out her home because my husband is an only child. So it was up to us.
And she's a rental. So, I mean, the landlord, we know him from previous churches, church friends. So he said, you know, take your time. But Dad only had off the week directly after the funeral, so he wanted to be there for a lot of it and helped. But we got, I mean, it was a task.
It was a lot.
So we got it done though. I think Mom got sick on me the second day.
I did. Of all the times to get sick, I got some sort of infection, sinus infection, virus, something.
I really think it was because when we were going through her house, she had a lot of paper items that we needed to go through. We went through everything in detail.
Piece by piece. Every little piece of paper.
Because she kept a lot of paper that was unnecessary. She was love her to death, so she's a little bit of a hoarder. She kept everything. Yep. Like I found
except food, thank God we didn't have to deal with none of that.
I found a water bill from like 1971, which is the year before Mom and Dad were even born. So little things like that was just kind of like, it made us have a little laugh through it, but
Yep.
I mean, I think she got sick from going through all the paper and stirring up.
Literally, we went
all
through
that dust.
her house one entire day, and that evening I started getting a scratchy throat. Then the next day I felt bad, but I went over there anyway because I was like, it's got to be done. And within a couple of hours, I was in the recliner with 2 blankets freezing. I was freezing, coughing my head off.
She got in that chair that she now has in her house, but she got in that chair and got a blanket and was like shivering, and it wasn't even that like cold in there.
Yeah, by the time I got home and took my temperature, it was a 101.5.
I kept checking her temperature while we were there, but it wasn't. But anyways.
Everything, all the tests came back negative. The doctor called me in a antibiotic and some cough pills.
And then she ended up doing steroids.
Yeah, at the end of the antibiotic, I still wasn't any better. I mean, I didn't have a fever, so my body didn't ache. That was good, but I was still coughing my head off. So then she called me in a steroid pack. And then I took it, and within a couple of days, I felt better, and I could tell the cough was getting me. And I still have a little bit of a lingering cough, but nothing that, is keeping me up or anything.
I'm pretty sure I was sneezing dust between there and then when we was moving stuff around in here that hadn't been moved in a few years. So we started off a lot of dust.
So we have a few treasures that we found cleaning out our house that we'll show you guys.
This is only 3. I know for a fact there's at least 1 more somewhere else that's 1 or 2 more that are not framed. But sorry for being long-winded today too.
Yes.
It's just going to be that way because this is our first time back.
Right. And we, from the bottom of our hearts, wanted to thank you guys for all your prayers, your comments, your thoughts.
Your patience with us.
Your patience for us not being here. Everybody was understanding and saying, take what you got to take care of, and we appreciate that. We really, really do. It was hard. It was unexpected. It's still
it was traumatic for us, especially Mom too, because we've watched, people pass on hospice. I mean,
but she was in good health.
This was just something that neither one of us have ever had to do, like calling the police and stuff like that. It was very traumatic.
Yeah, it was.
But we're thankful that she was, otherwise unharmed. She just went in her sleep, and it was very traumatic. But hearing everybody's good prayers and stuff, it definitely helped us. Your
messages, everything, cards, everything, you guys, we're overwhelmed. We're thankful.
Yes.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you sticking around and coming back. And
we're still recovering.
Yes. A lot of people were, not a lot, but I had a few people message me on Etsy that probably don't see these videos, or they don't follow us on Instagram, wanting to know if there was going to be an August year in the hoop. And yes, there is. I have it today.
We're going to show that later.
But I didn't have time to do that on time, so that's a couple weeks late.
As y'all know, most of y'all that do them, we try to get it out at least by the 1st of the month before. So like August would have come out like July 1st, or around.
Or the end of June.
Or
But since that happened at the end of June,
obviously it's not July 4th anymore.
I don't care. I like
our July 4th didn't look, no, it looked a lot different this year.
It did.
These are just.
And my patriotic is still up. It'll probably stay up until I put fall up because I love it.
Yeah.
But thank you. We'll go ahead and show a few of the things that we found of hers that we thought you guys might like to see.
We know for sure the one is she cross-stitched because she put her initials on it. These other 2 pieces that we have here, we're not sure if she stitched them or if somebody stitched them and gave them to her, but she had this magnet on her refrigerator, and it says, "Create in me a clean heart, O God," Psalms 51:10. And it's just a little treasure piece, you know. Probably put it on Mom's fridge or mine. It's just something I didn't even really know
that she cross-stitched.
That she had anything that was like,
well, she had told me before. I used to cross-stitch back when I could see, you know, and my hands were good.
You'll see the one that we're going to
By the way, she was 79 years old. She would have been 80 in October.
Yes.
But like I said, in good health, she still drove. She would still go get her. You know, that's why it was such a shock.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do this one. And this one, I think this one was on her TV stand. It's just a little, like, plastic wood-looking frame. And it says, blessings and friends go hand in hand. And it has initials, but they're not hers. So we're not real sure.
What are the initials?
D-N.
Dad might know. I'd have to ask him.
Yeah. But we held on to most of these things.
This next one was actually hanging up behind her front door, and when I saw
Which is why I've never seen it, I think, because it was behind, when you open
when
her
you go
front
in,
door,
it hides it. So none of us had ever noticed
really seen it, yeah.
But it's a cross stitch, and I was like LM, which was her initials, and I thought it said BB, like a capital B and a small b, but it's not. It's 86. So she stitched this in 1986. She was a huge Atlanta Braves fan and a Georgia Bulldog fan. So, but anyway, she stitched that. And I was like, oh, I definitely have to keep that.
Just see her initials there in the 86 that we were talking about. And we're pretty sure she had this professionally framed.
Yeah, because it's like glued over and all that on the back.
Yep, with the wire and everything. And Dad likes the Atlanta Braves as well. So
yes, we like the Braves as well.
Those are 3 of the little treasures that we found that we didn't know she had, and
we have a few more when we get to them.
We still have so her house is completely cleaned out. But the things that we've kept is like...
Which wasn't a lot, mind you.
But there's still boxes down there that we have to, like, really go through. And I think at least 1 or 2 other pieces that we found were in there. Because I know there's at least one missing here.
I had a sectional in my living room, and I was over it. So my sister needed living room furniture, so I let her have my sectional. So we had to get that out of here, and then we had to I took my mother-in-law, her name was Linda, Mimi, as we called her, I brought her furniture here, and I had been wanting a stitchy chair. Well, now I have one, thanks to her, and it's just a small recliner, and it's perfect for me and my stitching, but now I have it in the living room so I can sit and stitch. But we had to transfer my furniture out, bring her furniture in.
Bedroom furniture too, that had to happen, all that.
We switched bedroom furniture because her bedroom furniture was newer and nicer and actually fit my bedroom better than what I had in it.
Yes, she has a lot more room now.
And then my sister was in need of a washer and dryer, which we didn't need, so I gave those to my sister.
She blessed a lot of people.
She did. She had lots and lots of Bibles, and we were able to donate those to 2 different churches, our church and then her church, both in the same town. And she had tons and tons of books and clothes that we took and donated. So
we donated what we could.
We donated a lot, and then there was a lot of furniture things like bookshelves and things like that was left over. And someone in my sister's, her husband's side of the family came and loaded all that up and took that for us. And of course we had a lot of trash, paper trash. We have literally 2 huge totes of pictures.
Not including the box of pictures
to go through.
Are big pictures that were like wood pieces that they put the picture like on the front of. There's a whole box of that too. Not to mention the like tubs and tubs of jewelry that are down there that we didn't even know she had.
Yeah, I had no idea she had that much jewelry.
But she did work for Kmart for years. So
and Olin, she retired from.
But I'm just saying, Kmart, and then they had jewelry section, and she would have worn it. I would say probably then, but she didn't. She wore her Apple Watch, which I ended up with. Thank you, Mimi. Mom and Dad already had one.
Yep.
I had an older one, but I always took either Mimi's or Dad's like hand-me-down electronics because that's just
got a visitor.
Hey, buddy. But yeah.
Sorry, if we're talking, you know, too much about stuff people don't want to know, but I mean, we have to get it out. Off our chest.
We haven't talked really. I mean, we've been in it, but we haven't talked about it really.
No.
Like, in the past 3 weeks. Hello?
You're just gonna sit right in the middle. Hey.
Hi guys. How's it going?
That's hilarious.
Okay, buddy. We got stuff to show.
Brom.
Stuff to show. Hey. Don't turn the camera off.
Hey, come here.
Come here.
Come here, buddy.
Come here.
Oh, goodness.
Is this what you want? A little bit of this? Go that way. Go that way.
But anyway.
Okay. On the stitchy stuff, yeah? Or well,
we received a beautiful card from our friend Courtney for condolences. And it's Courtney Alma.
She has a YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, we always try to shout her out and LinkedIn, but she's been a very good friend.
We love you, Courtney. Thank you for the card.
Sorry if we haven't like thanked you or anything, but yeah,
that's a whole nother thing I still have to do.
It's been a mess for us.
I still have to send out thank you cards from flowers that was sent to the funeral home, food that was provided, you name it. I still have to do all that. You know, plus we had to take care of all the legal things and canceling services and all the things. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But
what do you want to do? Let's do our stitching first.
Okay.
That way, because we've already talked for almost 20 minutes.
Okay.
Some people might not want to tune in for the haul and things. So, I am behind. Thoroughly behind. I started it the day before July 1st, but me and Artie, the vintage stitcher, are doing the Christmas movie stitch along. I will show, it's a pattern available in our Etsy. This is the finished product that Mom stitched when she first came out with a pattern around Christmas last year. And then I started the stitch along with Artie and quite a bit of y'all. Y'all have tagged us.
Thank you so much.
Sent pictures and texts and all that stuff. So thank you for joining us.
I hope you all are enjoying it.
I am late.
Well, you're not technically late because there is no time
I think I
frame.
put one like strand of floss the day before July 1st, but I have. I wanted to have a lot more done. But this, I'll show you what I do have done.
Oh, the fabric looks so cool in person.
So my fabric is, I've got it in here. I think it's called Snow Flurries, and it's opal snow flurries from Live and Die LA. I've just wrote that on there. It's 14 count Ada, but that's their little logo there. But if y'all are just now joining us on this, you don't have to do that. You can just do I just went fancy for one time
Yeah, I did mine on just white opal from Hobby Lobby. Yep.
So this is what I've got done so far.
Looking good. What count is that?
14 count. And you can totally, I think, see the little sparkles there. But on her website, she does every color that she has, she does in opalescent or regular. And I guess the price is different for opalescent and whatnot, but it's very soft. It feels like really good quality.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
It's really soft, like,
but not too soft.
Some people might think it's too soft, but I think it's just right. But I've also grown fond of fabric flare.
Me too.
But I do love it. I love the way it looks. I just thought snow flurries, Christmas, it kind of went together. So that's what that is. Yeah, so I think I've done 3 like sittings on this for like an hour or 2 a piece. And that's how much I've got done. It's not a lot. I've been getting distracted a lot and not be sitting there with like a needle and thread and just be like at the TV.
I've gotten my stitching out several times and I just sit there. Just like, well, it's not going to stitch itself.
Yeah. That's just how
But once I get going with it, I'm like, man, I miss stitching.
Oh, another thing. I've been slowing down on my stitching because for the past like 3 months now, it's been about 3 months now. My middle finger, I don't know what I've done to it. If it's something I'm growing into arthritis or I pinched something, but every morning I wake up, my middle finger is stiff as a board and hurts like HE double hockey sticks, but like 10 times worse. Like it hurts so bad. I have to sit there and like slowly like do stretches in the morning because it's so bad. And then I've like doing normal stuff like stitching and whatnot, like it starts to hurt more. And I use this finger to push the needle through constantly.
You don't think that's why, do you?
It probably is.
Maybe you need to figure out a different way.
I tried. I can't do it any other way. I tried before this even happened to just use like these 2 fingers. I can't do it. It is like trying to do it left-handed.
She went to the doctor.
The VA, they took x-rays and they never, the VA's a joke, guys. I've said it over and over, but they took x-rays and they sent a secure message to my nurse or the doctor that I seen. So the doctor never did even call me, but said that there was, the message said that there was no fracture or signs of any fracture or break or anything like that. So the next best thing I thought to do besides having to go to an orthopedic is probably go to my chiropractor and see if he can point me in a direction, because he usually like adjusts my hands and stuff too when I do go. So I'm hoping he can at least point me in the right direction, because this sucks. I mean, it's every single morning and I've lost strength in my hand, this finger. I mean, like just doing normal stuff, I can tell a difference. And it's stupid. And I don't know what it is.
Hopefully she'll find out.
For like a week, when it first happened, for like a week, it hurt like 24/7. Like, felt like I might have fractured it or something.
That makes me wonder if you didn't like injure it, if it came on like that, instead of just, you know. After
that week was up, where it was hurting all day and night, is when it just, when I was waking up, it's doing that every morning. I don't know. Sorry, we're long-winded today on everything. Can I do this one?
Sure.
We were doing really good, both of us. I feel like we're doing really good on this haunted Halloween, free Halloween stitch along from Fat Quarter Shop.
Yep.
And then, yeah, life happened.
Yeah, life happened, and most of the stitching that you'll see, with the exception of the year in the hoop, has been done pre 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, we had a little bit done before that happened, because it happened on a Wednesday. So we were getting ready to film on Thursday, but obviously that didn't happen. So we had a little bit of stitching.
That looks so good.
Thank you.
That choice of that variegated,
it's lobster. It's lobster something or other.
That looks so good.
Lobster claw. Thanks.
But anywho,
we'll show show mine and then Mom can show hers because we've tried to get caught up. I've done a little bit. I filled in the moon here.
And she went exactly by her weeks like she was supposed to, but I didn't. I kind of went off the rails.
So that's the full pattern there.
Now if you want to stitch it, the whole pattern's out there.
Yeah,
so. It's
on Fat Quarter Shop's Haunted Halloween. But that right there, the little kitty cat, that was the 4th week, this corner here. And I noticed they did that with the Christmas one too.
But they did what?
4 sections, 4 corners.
Oh, instead of doing...
Yep. So that's mine.
I love her,
the moon.
Yeah,
So, I didn't have... Dark orange tangerine is what the Classic Colorworks is called for. I'm using lobster claw. I think that's what it's called. I just looked. Yeah, lobster claw. So, it's like super bright and like very, very dark, bright orange tones.
It looks so good.
And then I dyed my fabric. This is 18 count. Somebody had given this to us. It was just white before. I dyed it with Rit dye, Truly Green and Pearl Gray. And oh man, oh God, who met?
What?
I am terrible. What? Somebody messaged us about it and asked me, and then showed me. Was it Sombre Stitches? No.
Sandy Alba?
Sandy Alba, that's it. She actually did the dye. She got the green, the Truly Green and Pearl Gray, and she dyed her own fabric, and it looks so good. I'll have to show you in our messages, but she did the same thing, and hers looks so good. But you did a good job.
I need to just start making Jade dye all the fabric for us. Is what I need to do.
It's easy. I mean, it's easy, and I just wing it. She asked me like measurements, and I was like, I just had to like think, okay, how much does that look like in the cup when I was pouring it, like, and then told her. But she did so good. But yeah, anyways, show yours.
Okay, and mine, like I said, once the weeks came out, I just kind of went off the rail. I didn't stick with my week 1, 2, and so on.
Yeah.
But that's how much I've gotten done of mine.
And what's the name of that fabric you got there?
That's a good question.
Pistachio?
Was it?
Sounds right. We've said it on a different video.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's not over here.
Oh, because she doesn't have her projects together. That's why.
I don't have my life together right now.
You never do. I brought one of her project bags over here, and she was like, oh, did you put my thing in there? And I was like, yeah, it's in there. She was like, no, it's not. It's over there on that table. And I was like, well, what's in there? Extra fabric. I don't even
if you're interested in the fabric choice or my
or
colors, because I didn't use all of the called for colors because I didn't have them.
Mine are whatever I had that was, I think most of mine were the same, but...
And mine's 16 count, I do know that.
Is it?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
I don't know.
I know for sure.
Well, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Where's your project bag? Do you even have one for that?
Yes, I do.
I think it's pistachio, but it's something somebody had sent to us, so... Okay, then my third project is my new kitty corn bag that I got when we were up in Michigan from
Barbara John's.
Barbara John's, yep. You knew
Stitching with Grammy.
My brain was not there. So this is the Witchy Stitcher's Stephen King house.
Have you watched the movie yet?
I watched 1408. I can't find, I don't think I can get Misery on any streaming stuff. Carrie, I should be able to find Carrie though.
Well, there's a gazillion versions of Carrie, but you know.
Well, yeah. I know I've seen the newer one too, so anyways. Just unroll this a little bit. I'm doing this on 14 count that I dyed myself, and don't ask me what I dyed it. Probably just black. I had a huge piece of like a poster size board of fabric that I cut this out of And I don't, it's probably just black, maybe some pearl gray. It's no, I've had it for a while. But that's my progress.
Looks really good.
I've almost got Misery window done, I guess you could say, and working on Carrie. I had to wait a while for the Carrie part because I didn't have the pinks and I think one of the reds. And then it took me forever because I was coming up here and then going across and it wasn't lining up.
Oh no.
And it took me forever, and there's 2 spaces between each one of these. I had put 1 space in between one of them going up, and it took me probably like an hour to figure it out.
It's those weird things that's like one thing off that you just like, you're like, it's all right. I've looked at it 1,000 times. It's right.
Yeah, no.
And then you're like, no,
no.
It's not right. Something's
it
wrong.
It wasn't right. But that's my progress. Oh, and I did ask Meg is her name.
The Witchy Stitcher?
The Witchy Stitcher. She's a really nice person. I don't know if I told y'all this a few weeks back, but I did ask her about a
Tim Burton.
A Tim Burton, or I said Nightmare for Christmas, but a Tim Burton one themed because he's got so many different movies. And she said that she has a lot harder time because it's Disney involved. And their copyright stuff is really hard to get, and it's really expensive. So she hasn't been able to do that just yet. But I will always be hopeful that Disney will come down on their stuff, but that'll probably never happen. Even if she did one that wasn't Disney, that'd be great. I mean, I would hate that Nightmare for Christmas and stuff isn't in there, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. But then Batman and, yeah.
It'd probably still be hard.
Yeah. One day maybe, though. But I'm excited. I love this one.
I guess we'll do this one together.
Yep. Okay. So we got another stitch along that is also free. It's a mystery. It's called Mystery Evergreen.
And this one just started 2 days ago.
Are we sure?
On the 11th.
Oh, okay.
Tuesday the 11th.
Okay. Well, it's from Fat Quarter Shop, Mystery Evergreen Stitch Along. They also have a quilt along. So this is the first part. And I just barely started it last night too, so.
And we decided to do it on the same fabric because we both had it and we were like, what are we going to do with this fabric? I really want to use it. And we were like, perfect. Let's use it on this because it's a free pattern.
Well, she said that, and then I went looking for something that would look good with it, and I didn't have anything else that was cream colored, so that's why I ended up with it. But I do like it, and it's fabric flare, so your girl's happy about that.
And also, I'm using whatever I had.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm using everything Classic Colorworks, but it's not all the same. There's 2 greens in here, but I'm using 3 because I only had 1 of each of the other ones, so I'm just going to switch some stuff out and wing it. And the same thing for the darker pink, or no, the light pink. I have 2 different pinks, but I figured it's like different ornaments and things that are pink, so I'll just switch it up when I want to.
Yeah, unless they send out a different part and it's like something other than what you think it is. And
I mean, it's a bulb on a tree. It looks just like that bulb.
Now I'm saying, if you get down there and there's like something else besides an ornament, like something larger that you're gonna need more.
I will wing it till the next home.
Did you show it?
It'll be all right. No. So this is mine.
Because she starts in the center.
I started in the middle because I can't do it. It'd be all jacked up if I went from the left corner.
It would not. You just go 2 inches. It's not that hard.
I don't always have 2 inches though. That's why. I sometimes have 1.5.
Okay, then go
sometimes
1.5 inches.
I have 1 on one side and 1.5 on the other. It just depends on how I've cut my fabric.
You cut your fabric to the dimensions you need it though.
Not if it's already cut, and I don't want to have to recut a piece off.
Make things too complicated.
I just start in the middle and it's my life is a lot easier. Anyways, show yours.
Oh my gosh.
She started in the left top.
I started in the top left. And there's what mine looks like. Did we say what this fabric was?
No, but it's wood something or other.
I think it's just wood. Fabric Flare Wood, I think is what it's called. No, it's not on there. 14 Ada.
Oh.
It's 14 count Fabric Flare, and I think it's just called wood.
You have, hold on. She has all her extra fabric in here for no reason. It's right here. Yeah, wood.
Yeah, it's called wood.
Wood. And I've used it on one other thing. But, yeah.
So, that's all of our
well,
whips.
Yeah, you haven't finished. 2 finishes, technically.
I have 2 FFOs. 2 new patterns. One of them has been done for a long time. I'll just go ahead and do it. I actually have, this is going to be a 4-part series. I was working with Chantel at 141 Designs to try to come up with something original to put this pattern on, but we just couldn't get it together. And I know she's busy doing other things and, you know, lots and lots going on, and we never was able to come to a piece.
A middle ground.
So anyway, I ended up just putting it on the front of a 5x7 frame because I wanted it to be simple. But anyway, it's a 4-part series. This is going to be the first part, and it's called Summer Window. And I showed you part of it in when it was a whip. But that's what it looks like. And it's basically looking out the window during every season.
And we...
I don't know if it's dry enough to do that.
No, we're gonna have to fix this at a later date. We secured it with magnets.
Yeah, we did it with magnets because I wanted to be able to exchange it in and out.
But I put 2 magnets together because I didn't have anything else, and I put it on there, and I put the glue in there, and I squished it like this, and she's like, oh, well, people usually don't use 2 magnets. They use 1 magnet and a washer, and I'm like, well, why didn't you tell me that? And she said, well, I thought you knew that. And I said, no, I did not. I don't know what people do. I don't watch the floss tube that much, and I don't do magnets that much.
But it's okay. We'll fix it.
These magnets are so strong, though. 2 magnets broke in half because I was trying not to touch it and trying not to let it snap my finger and pinch me, and I dropped it onto the other one just from the table.
And they busted
2 of
in
them
half.
just broke in half. I mean, what is that? What is that?
Anyway.
But even if we do this, and then I
can't see.
We can put the washers where that is.
Well, I was...
What?
We still have to take a picture, and you ripped it off.
No, it's okay. Well, so I want to fix it. We got washers down there. I'm going to fix it.
Anyway, if you're interested in that pattern.
Yep.
It's in our Etsy shop by the time you're watching this. Yep. By the time you see the video, it'll be there, like always.
Yep.
But it's called Summer Window. And then our next FFO and our next newest pattern release is August, A Year in the Hoop. And I feel like it's probably not what anyone would expect, but I think it's, I don't know. I think it's cute. So, anyway, it's got the red and white gingham. And there it is. It's a picnic table at night. with fireflies in a jar with the fireflies in it, with watermelon and a watermelon there in front of the table, and some party lights. But to me, August is still summertime, and that says summertime to me. Lemonade, catching fireflies, eating watermelon, and a bouquet of flowers in the middle of the table. So, anyway, I like it. I think it's cute. I hope you guys like it. Again, August, A Year in the Hoop is available in our Etsy shop.
Yep.
So, oh, we forgot this.
I didn't forget that.
We didn't? Oh.
We gotta do that too.
Oh, yeah. So, we got our Floss Fix Classic Color Works. Where's the board? Oh, right here. They're going in alphabetical order in case you didn't know. Lots of browns.
That's what I said whenever I opened that package that day.
Oh, started to seize. It is Bramble Bush. I sort of say bush. Bramble Bush, Brandied Pears, Brown Hen, Brown Sugar, Bunny Honey, and Calico Kitty.
That's just cute.
So,
we got that, and then
Artie, yep,
had, I guess, on
a fabric sale on
Facebook fabric sale. So Mom went ham.
I didn't go ham, trust me. I was late to the game because, you know, our minds and stuff have been elsewhere.
We haven't been on social
media.
media.
And if I would have got on there sooner, I would have had a lot of, what do you call it? Neutral fabrics, but they were all gone already. So I got what I could.
So this is the first time looking at them.
Yeah.
Kind of like
first
an
time.
unboxing.
Yeah. It's first time we're taking them out of the package. Is that black?
Yeah.
I thought it was black, but it could have been navy.
It says F12. It doesn't say. We got what we think is black here.
A 14 count Ada. I think they're all 14 count Ada.
Then we got a 14 count ivory. A 14 count F1, because I don't know what that is. Blue.
Yep.
Is this just white? Or?
I think so.
14 count white, we think. No, that's not.
Maybe it's cream.
It must be some sort of cream.
Or like an ivory. I'm not ivory. What am I looking for? Like an ecru or something? I don't know.
Maybe. Another blue. It doesn't say what color.
But a different color blue.
It's like a little bit darker, that baby blue color. I love it. Then we got...
I love those. Those are pretty. I'm
like
glad I
a
got those.
seafoam green, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
14 count. Another one. And then this red.
Yeah. Excited.
Yeah.
If y'all, I know you probably already do, but if y'all don't follow Artie, the vintage stitcher, you should do so. Her and her husband buy out estate sales and stitchy shops that have went out of business and stuff like that, and then she resells them, and you can get some really good stuff for a really good deal. So, yeah, there's that. What else?
That's it.
That it?
And we're just 45 minutes. That's
wow,
good.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Y'all can't tell, we're just, I mean,
we're not
we're here, but We're still recovering, like I said earlier. I know I yawn all the time in our videos because that's just life, but...
Tis true.
I have felt it past couple days.
Yeah.
I just want to just lay at home and not have to leave the house. I've left the house like every day for the past 3 weeks, it seems like.
Yeah.
I mean, I pretty much have. I think except for maybe 4th of July, I didn't leave my house, and that was it.
Yeah, it's pretty much something to do. Sorry.
We still
every
have
single
stuff
day.
to do.
Like today, I still had to go back to the
home.
funeral home and sign some more papers, and it's just constantly things, all the things. But again, thank you guys so very much for understanding, for being with us, for praying for us, for thinking about us, and sending us your kind words. Thank you. Can't say it enough.
On a different note, before I forget, before we shut this thing off, I told Mom earlier, but if anybody who watched us around Mother's Day, or a little bit before Mother's Day, we went to see Evil Dead Rise, and we told y'all about how good it was, and how, like, graphic it was. If y'all are wanting to watch that, I'm pretty sure it's either Paramount or Peacock. I'm pretty sure it's Peacock, and maybe HBO Max has it on their streaming service. So Google that. It should tell you. But if y'all are wanting to watch it, it's now out there for you to stream.
For your viewing pleasure.
Yes. It's a good one. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Unless you don't like gore. And in that case, do not watch it.
Again, summer window.
I gotta fix it now.
August, a year in the hoop. In our Etsy shop, available for purchase.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Where else? Etsy.
Here
on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, share the video if you think someone would enjoy our craziness.
Yes.
And we're glad to be back, and we'll see you again next week, hopefully, if nothing else happens.
I really hope.
Have a great week, guys. Bye.
Bye.